Hello.
Hello.
It's my first time being this side of the screen. It's
Yeah.
quite
No.
weird.
How does that feel?
It feels right. It just feels like a long time coming. I've been on here for a whole month. So it was only time that I took the role as main host, and here I am. Anyway, hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Lewis. I'm a canny laddie from a city called Manny. It's called Manchester, but we call it Manny. I do not have a drink because we literally just scrambled to get here. So I haven't had much time to prepare myself a drink, but I will drink after the podcast because
And we also apparently scrambled so much that we totally forgot to say hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed
you
Podcast.
know you
To
know who we
tea in
are.
reality, usually, and we are always the first to quench your thirst. And I am Aneesa Long, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde, your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot mess, hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough if you want to be specific, Woburn if you want to be more specific than that. And today I have some real Canadian natural spring water from last night because I was supposed to drink this last night while we were recording San Remo.
Is that out yet?
Um, the video I don't know.
I'm not sure if it will be out before or after this video, but if it is, go check it out.
Yes,
And if it's not, still go check out other shit that's on this channel. This is the first time we've done something that's away from Eurovision, away from Drag Race, away from reality shows.
oh, it's
In a
still I
way,
guess reality TV,
it's
just in a
I guess
different
it's
way.
reality TV in a sense, but yeah, we're talking about the Brit Awards. It's the British answer to the Grammy Awards, which took place literally last weekend, which may have a bearing on what happens this weekend. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, something that I watch religiously pretty much every year. It's the two shows that I watch annually. Like I have to be there for every year are the Eurovision Final and the Brit Awards. They're the two shows that take precedence in my life when it comes to TV.
For sure.
And
And it would,
uh,
obviously that would make sense given that UK for Eurovision is always now an automatic qualifier.
yeah, I mean, um, we've always been an automatic. Well, for as long as I remember, we've always been an automatic qualifier. Just we
Actually,
haven't had much.
so
I mean, so long as I remember means as long as I've been paying attention. So
right. So the whole thing like have the real kind of change in the formats in terms of like what it's shaped up to be now today kind of goes all the way back to I believe 2003 or 2004 it kind of when they started doing the semifinals and then they had the big 6 or big 5.
right.
But anyways, we're not here to talk about
We're
Eurovision.
not here to talk about Eurovision. I mean, we will be talking Eurovision in some sense
In
later
some
on.
sense, we'll get there. We'll get
You
there.
will get there. We'll get there. But we're talking about Brit Awards, something that you haven't really had much knowledge about,
Yeah.
question mark,
I
until the last couple of years because we've been
yeah,
watching it
I
for the
guess
last couple of years.
yeah, it's like how America has the Grammys, the UK has the Brits, Canada we have the Juno Awards.
Okay.
Yeah. Um I don't watch it per se because I don't have cable TV, but if I did, I totally would. But
Right.
that's pre-pandemic though, before I actually started working and all that.
Yeah.
If it's on a
Um,
Friday, maybe. Or
but
a Saturday, yeah.
you've watched these last couple of years because I forced you to.
Yes, you did. You truly did.
Is there any moments that stick out that like, oh my god, I loved it when that happened?
Um okay, so I don't remember if we like fully watched the Brit Awards 2022 or whatever.
Right.
But I remember you showed me like clips
Yes.
of like various
Yeah.
coming from various uh years. Um, one of them being Beyonce's performance of EXO.
I was there for that. Listen, no, in terms of things I've seen live, I've never been so mesmerized, and it's probably owed to the fact that I was 14 at the time. Was I 14 or was I? It was February 2014, so I would have
You
been
would have been 13.
14, 14, because I turned
Oh yeah, yeah,
24.
yeah. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You
So I
would be
was
14.
14 watching Beyonce perform right in front of me, performing EXO, and
And that was like the first like performance too of that song, correct? First live
it was the
performance.
first time she performed EXO live,
Yeah.
and I was blown away. I was mesmerized by everything that was going on. She had that
Mhm.
big screen where it was just her face, and then it went down, and all the lights came up,
Mhm.
and the whole arena just it was so captivating.
Yeah.
I've never seen a performance like
I
it.
and
Um,
the other performance to me that really stands out is Dave when he performed
Dave
Black.
Black, yeah. That was in terms of what I love about the Brits, especially recently, they've made it so that anyone that performs on their stage can use it to uh, promote a message and bring different issues into the limelight. And with people like Dave, like Stormzy, like Little Sims we had last year, there's different performances that really have people talking, and I think that's important with shows like this.
Absolutely.
Black, when Dave performed Black at the 2020 awards, yeah, there was 2020. Yeah, I've never been so, because it was so minimalistic that all we had going. I mean, there was the screen
It
on the
was
piano,
there was
the screen on.
yeah. What I remember from it was just kind of the panoramic shot of like him playing the piano while he's
Yeah,
rapping. And it's so minimalistic and so like naked and vulnerable at the same time, kind of thing.
yeah.
Where really the only thing to focus on kind of are is his message and what he's saying,
His
because
message, the lyrics, the lyricism.
yeah, he puts so much substance in his music, and it's very amazing
Yes,
to listen to.
completely. Um, with that being said, let's dive into what we have prepared for this year. This is the first time we're doing like a preview stream for Brits.
And hope
So
there should be like timestamps uh once Logan edits.
once we tell Logan
What
what it
yeah,
is,
once we tell Logan.
what's going on. But yeah, let's pull up my amazing prepared PowerPoint of a presentation programs that are available. Anyway, so Brit Awards 2023, once again hosted by Mo Gilligan, who hosted last year for the first time.
Great host.
Great
I
host.
love him.
He offered something different. He was a lot more. I feel like his style of presenting is a lot more casual than
Yeah,
I was.
I I was gonna say casual as well. It's a lot more loose and a lot more
Yeah,
casual, and it's not so like, and the winner is kind of thing, you
yeah.
know? It's
It's
not so
not
stiff. It's not
not
stiff
so
and too strict
like
kind of thing.
right. You need to do this at this time at this point. No, he was like going with his own flow, and I loved it.
It felt very natural.
He went with his own flow. Speaking of flows, we have a winner already, and this is something that happens every year with the Brits. They have this award that gets handed out like a month in advance, and that's the Rising Star Award, previously known as the Critics' Choice Award. Previous winners of this award include the likes of Adele, um,
Wow.
Jack Garrett, who I don't know if you've heard of Jack Garrett.
I'm. I mean, I've been living under a rock basically. In terms of my
Fair.
music taste, I've been living under a rock for like the past few years.
I
So
should let me pull up Brit Awards Critics'
yeah,
Choice winners. So
yeah.
it used to be known as the Critics' Choice Award. Now it's known as the Rising Star Award. Previous winners: Adele, Florence and the Machine, Ellie
Oh
Goulding, Jessie J, Emily
wow.
Sandé, Sam Smith. Look, all of these people went on to win to do amazing things. So if you're winning this award, you're projected to have an amazing career. Fingers crossed.
Fingers
With that being
crossed.
said,
Shout out to Griff who won it last
yes,
year, right?
Griff won it 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Last year was Holly
Holly,
Humberstone.
thank you.
Holly Humberstone. I love that performance was. London is Lonely is such a great song. Anyway, let's talk about this year's winners. Winners, plural, because for the first time in the awards history, it's going to a group. And that group is Flow. Sam, you're familiar with Flow.
Okay. So the funny thing, they came across my feed at one point. Um, both Instagram and Twitter. I saw them like just out of nowhere, and then people like talking about like, oh, these voices are super underrated. They need to be heard. I watched these clips and I'm like, absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I ended up like listening to their entire like EP that their first EP, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's really good, and that's kind of how I got into Flow. And then I learned that they were British, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. So I had, to be honest, I had never heard of them until I found out they won this. And then from there, I decided to listen to Carbo Box, obviously, most played song. And oh my God, first of all, the flow. Uh,
Oh, absolutely.
it makes sense.
It's
It
the
makes sense.
flow, it's the harmonies, it's the syncopation of it all.
Right. Completely. Exactly. I should also point out, also nominated for this award this year were Cat Burns and Naya Archives. That's important, and because we'll find out something later on. But yes, Flow, amazing.
Okay,
They've
wait.
already
Isn't that Archives a person of color as well?
I think all three nominees. This is everyone that was nominated for this award were all people of color.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's
That's
really amazing to
that's great. Um, there's some controversy with in terms of nominations this year, which we'll get to. But it's nice to see an award which is fully represented by people of color,
for
and
sure.
I'm very happy for Flow. Uh, I believe we're getting a Flow performance at the Brits
I
because
would hope so. I would hope so.
typically the winner of the Rising Star Award performs at the Brits that year. So I've just not seen Flow promoted in the performers list on the Brits page, which is interesting.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Well, I don't know how much hype like Flow gets around like in the UK, but they've they I feel like they've decently made their way to around the world, but not
yeah,
as like kind of not as out there as say like Harry Styles or like Adele or Lizzo,
right.
even though
No,
Lizzo's American. But
but they're still very early in their career, so there's still time for that.
it is, but yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of time for that, and I'm sure it will happen because I have a lot of belief in them.
they've already collaborated with Stormzy. I haven't played you their song with Stormzy yet, but I'll do that once we go off air because they've already recorded with Stormzy, and that I think that's a great platform, especially in British music. To collab with Stormzy is pretty big, so yes. We'll get to Stormzy soon. But yes, congrats, Flo. Well done for winning. Can't wait to see you perform. Bracket question mark bracket. I
I'm
hope they're
glad that they're
performing.
finally getting their flowers, and you can't spell
Yes,
flowers without flow. So
exactly. Right, let's get to our first award. That also, before we get to our next award, where for nominees, we also have two other awards that I didn't include in this PowerPoint that have just announced the winner for because I didn't know these awards existed until today. They are Producer of the Year and Songwriter of the Year.
okay,
So, Songwriter of the Year is someone by the name of Kid Harpoon.
okay,
Kid Harpoon, and I'm not sure sure what they're credited for writing, but let's find out. Kid Harpoon
I will also search
songs.
this up. Again, I'm not
Songs.
very well
Yeah.
versed as a Canadian in kind of British music.
Yes. Oh,
So-
he's wrote a lot of the songs for Harry's House.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, a lot of Harry Styles songs. Um, I'm not sure what else he's written in the last year, but I think Harry Styles, a lot of Harry Styles stuff, like music for a sushi restaurant, and um, whatever the fuck else he wrote in that album.
Right.
Late Night Talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the producer of the year. Congrats, Kid Harpoon, by the way. The producer of the year is someone we are familiar with. It's David Guetta.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not a name I've heard in a couple of years. But then again, I've been hiding under a rock in terms of music. So
Maybe. I know this year he did release that song with BB Rexa, which is the I'm Good, which is the
oh, that's
sample of
right.
I'm Blue, where he's like, I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling all right. I sang it terribly so we don't get taken down. Um, but yes, congrats, David. And David is going to be performing on the night tomorrow night. We'll get to that soon. Let's get to our next award, which is something which is not confirmed who's won yet. And it's the Best Rock Alternative Act Award.
Okay.
This is an award which was fan voted on TikTok. The vote is closed, but we don't know who's won yet. So it's a fan voted award. The nominees are the 1975, Arctic Monkeys, Nova Twins, Tom Grennan, and Wet Leg. So, any standouts?
Okay. Again, as a Western Hemispherian who has not done much research, and
Yeah.
I will fully admit to that. Obviously, I know of the 1975 and Arctic Monkeys, and
I feel like I'm responsible for your knowledge of 1975.
I mean, I know of the 1975 before I met you.
Okay, just you weren't familiar with much of their discography
Just
apart from Chocolate.
apart from Chocolate and somebody else.
Yeah. I must say I'm a huge fan of Nova. I need to delve into Nova Twins a lot more than I have been, because I'm familiar with because they've collaborated with Bring Me the Horizon on a couple times, but they from the previews they did for the Brits, like the nomination previews, I was like, oh my god, this sounds amazing. I need to get into this. So I still need to give Nova Twins the time of day.
Okay.
Wet Leg. I can't get into Wet Leg. and they won a couple Grammys last weekend. And I'm very perplexed because I don't see what people see in them. But that's just me. But considering that this is a fan voted award, is there a prediction?
Okay.
Is there a prediction you have? Are you going to put a name to who you think is going to win?
Okay. I'm just kind of gonna base it off of what I think I'm gonna predict Arctic Monkeys actually.
Okay.
Because I know they've been decent. I know they're fairly active and still are fairly active now. Even like their music makes it over to like Canada. So
okay, yeah, they definitely have a core fan base that will stay with them.
And I know that like even their new music now like gains a lot of traction as well.
I'm going to say for the fan voted award, especially considering it's a TikTok based vote where the primary is it's all voted by TikTok users.
Right.
I'm going to say, oh, it's between 1975 and Wet Leg, but I'm going to put 90. I'm going to say 1975. Of course I am. 1975 for this award, but there's another award that they're nominated for, which I don't think they'll get, and we'll get to that soon. So yeah, you've gone for Arctic Monkeys. I've gone for 1975 for Rock Alternative. Sweet. Let's move on to the next award. Best Pop / R&B Act. So your nominations for Best Pop R&B Act are Cat Burns, Charlie XCX, Dua Lipa, Harry Styles, Sam Smith. Once again, another fan-voted award, this one. Who are we predicting? Oh, well, first of all, let's talk about everyone. Not familiar with Cat Burns.
No, but I did get a clip here, like a clip of her singing and like a clip of her music, and I'm kind of into it. I'm definitely open to explore more of Cat Burns' music.
Yeah. Charlie. I love me some Charlie.
You love yourself some Charlie XCX.
I first of all, she appeared at the 1975 show that I went to, which is absolutely amazing. My pride flag that I have, Charlie XCX has held that, waved that around, wiped her lips on it when she had too much water in her mouth. I love Charlie. I will. Charlie's amazing, and I think she's owed a Brit Award. I think her Brit Award is a long time coming. Dua Lipa.
Not surprised.
Not surprised to see Dua Lipa here. What I will say, there is something that surprises me to see her nominated here. I don't think she's released much this year.
She has I believe she has an album out. I just
a
haven't.
new one.
I'm
not. Dua Lipa. Right. This is the part of the show where we just go quiet so we can actually do some research. She released Future Nostalgia in 2021, which means she would have been nominated last year for that. But I'm not sure if that qualifies for this year.
Right.
She did that one song with Megan Thee Stallion as well. Sweetest Pie.
It is not coming to me for some reason.
No, it might get you a taste of the sweetest pie.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I mean, if that's it, then
I think that's it. It definitely feels like a filler nomination because I don't think she's done much at all.
At least for 2022, we have Sweetest Pie, which obviously is the collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion, and then we have Potion with Calvin Harris and Young Thug.
Yes. Can't remember how it goes, but yes, that is something that released this year. Harry Styles.
I wouldn't be surprised if he won this. I feel like
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Harry Styles was the one that swept this year in terms of getting the most wins.
Oh yeah.
And then Sam Smith
has
love them. Yes, love them, and I love their. I mean, their biggest success this year was definitely with Kim.
Yeah. And I personally enjoy that song as well. So
I love that song so much. They've just released an album which we need to listen to.
Gloria, I believe is.
Yes, we need to listen to Gloria. I haven't actually had the chance to listen to it yet, but I did love their previous album, so I think I'm definitely going to give this one.
Yeah, no, I've always been a fan of Sam Smith. Not as much as I was before. I haven't dove into their music as much as I did before.
Yeah.
Because my last memory of fully engaging with Sam Smith's music is The Thrill of It All.
Yeah.
And then Lewis told me that Sam Smith had the new album, which had um kids, young kids. What's it called?
It was Kids Again.
Kids again. Thank you.
Yes. So that was, yeah, we loved that album, and we're going to listen to Gloria eventually. Let's go for predictions for this one then. Another fan voted award. This one on TikTok again. Who we predicting?
Harry Styles.
Okay, I think that's going to happen, but I'm going to go for a dark horse, Charlie. I think
It's
Charlie's got
Charlie.
that TikTok fan base that will probably
The thing is also
pull through.
because Harry Styles and Sam Smith have also been trending. Like their music have also like gained a lot of traction on TikTok as well.
I think, oh, that's true. But I think if Sam's going to win any of the awards, it's going to be the Brits voted awards rather than the fans voted awards. You know, like the
Right.
The jury awards.
Sure. We'll go with that.
But
Recording
yeah,
Academy, if you will.
the Recording Academy Awards or something like that. Yes.
Something like that.
So you're going Harry, I'll go Charlie. Sweet. Best hip hop / grime / rap act. Now, I don't think you're as well versed in these artists' music as I am.
Except for one.
Except for one.
Oh, two. Sorry.
Two. Have we listened to? Anyway, H is nominated along with Central C, Dave, Loyal Kana, and Stormzy. Right, H. We need to listen to H. Because
I remember
hearing
H's music from either last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, baby, I played you that baby song. I just want to love you, baby.
Oh, yes, you did. And I remember liking it, so.
Yes, but they have more music than just that. They have an entire album that I haven't played you yet, and I need to do that. Central C, a lot of his music is sampling other songs. Like, he's done that song. Oh, he's also done that song, How Can I Be Homophobic?
Oh,
remember that one? Yeah.
And I heard that a lot on TikTok.
And I think he did that one. It was like, I don't give you flowers. I'll give you the flowers, darling. It's only say my name, say my name, say my name. I might drive you insane. No? Okay. Never mind.
Hiding under a rock.
I feel like I have played you that, but yeah, I'll definitely need to refresh you on that one. Dave, again, incredible Brits performances. Like we've already mentioned Black, but I think the last one where it's like in the fire.
That one's really good too.
That was such a good one. Loyal Kana, I'm not too familiar with Loyal Kana. I need to listen to more Loyal Kana. Stormzy, like this man cannot flop. Like everything he puts out is just golden. His new album. Yeah, this is what you mean. This is what I mean. This is what we mean. We enjoyed the hell out of that one.
We really enjoyed that album. It's great.
Fan voted award. This one again. TikTok.
Okay, if it's TikTok, it's either going to be Central C or Stormzy.
I think, although Central C has great like viral songs, like TikTok songs, people would definitely pull for Stormzy more than him in my eyes. But H is not a bad shout either. Anyway, let's predict. Sam, who are we going for? Who are you going for?
I'm gonna say Stormzy.
Since I've just made it a thing that I'm just not going to vote the same person as you, I'll go for H. I think H is due a Brit Award. Sweet. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Stormzy won it. Best Dance Act, another fan voted award on TikTok. I need reminding of who the second person is. Bear with me.
Okay,
Um,
so we have Becky Hill, we have
Becky Hill,
Bonobo,
yes. Bonobo, yes. Second person along is Bonobo.
and we got Calvin Harris,
Yep,
we got Eliza Rose,
yep.
and we got Fred again.
Fred again, yes. Fred again somehow has been um, doing great. He's nominated for the album of the year, which I was surprised to see his name in the shortlist for album of the year. I'm not too familiar with his album, which we'll get to eventually. But yes, Fred again already been nominated in a previous year. I think it was last year he was nominated. Anyway, Eliza Rose. Not too familiar with Eliza Rose's music, to be honest. But love seeing women in EDM dance stuff,
For
electronic.
sure.
So it's nice to see her there. Calvin.
We already know Calvin's been killing the game.
Calvin's been killing the game for years. Not surprised to see him in this category at all. Bonobo, we listened to a preview of Bonobo's music. Didn't do much for me.
I don't remember how I reacted towards it.
it just felt like
Generic?
typical generic dance like kind of stuff that you'd expect.
Sure.
No, it didn't go many places. Becky Hill won this award last year. This was the first time it got awarded. The best dance act was made its debut last year, and Becky Hill was the inaugural winner of this award. And then once again, she's nominated again for this award. And to be honest, if we're predicting, I wouldn't be surprised if she won it again.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I had no idea how much traction Becky Hill had in the UK.
She
Because the
I was
Becky Hill I remember was when she was on The
the
Voice,
voice.
and I loved
Yes,
her on The Voice UK.
she's been making waves in terms of every time there's a DJ in the charts, more likely or not, she's the one collabing with them.
Yeah,
Like,
like
yeah,
I'm not sure about if there's any songs I know from her like that she's made this year, but like the main one that comes into mind is the "Could You Be the One."
to one to her when I lose control.
It's great.
Yeah,
I love that song.
love that song. So yeah, I'm going Becky.
I'm also going Becky on this one.
Okay, no, I'm changing my mind then. It's either Becky or Calvin. I don't think anyone else is. Fred again. No, it's a fan voted one. It's not going to be Fred again. Moving on. Sweet. Right now we move on to the not fan voted awards, the Academy voted awards. Academy, sure, we'll go with that. It's the International Group of the Year. One of these is technically not a group, but we roll. Right. So the nominees are Blackpink, Drake and 21 Savage,
They're just like an artist, not a group.
First Aid Kit, Fontaine's DC, and Gabriel's.
I feel like, to me, in my eyes, there's because I am in the Western Hemispherian mindsets, the North American mindset. Blackpink, I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, first of all, this is their first nomination for a Brit Award, I believe. I think that's what I read. So very happy for them.
Yeah, they've still. I think they had Pink Venom, and I
Yes,
feel like that's at least one.
Pink
Other
Venom is such a banger.
absolutely.
Not too familiar with Fontaine's DC and First Aid Kit's music. We've previewed their music and it didn't take me to many places. Gabriel's, we played Gabriel's for a bit and I fell in love with the bit that we listened to.
Yeah,
So I'll definitely check them out. But I don't think they've made much of a wave in the British music scene to win this award. Drake and 21 Savage is a bit, first of all, it's a weird nomination. If anything, they should be nominated as solo artists rather than a group. Uh, Drake's music in the last year has not been impressive.
I'm trying to
Like, he
remember.
released that Honestly Nevermind or whatever, and it didn't do much in terms of.
I
He's
ooh,
done better
I
before.
I have not listened to. I don't listen to much Drake. And
Really?
as a Torontonian, I know that that's a blasphemy, but
Well,
yeah, I feel like the most recent I heard from Drake is like nonstop.
um, yeah. So you're going Blackpink, I'm assuming.
Yes, I am going Blackpink.
All right. So to provide some variation, sure, I'll give my prediction to Gabriel's.
I have no idea what uh would be in the minds of the UK Brit Academy jury.
Yeah, me neither. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Gabriel's came out of left field and took this one
Right.
because they've been promoted on socials quite a few times as well. Because
Yes.
yeah, so that's sometimes an indication of something. But I'm pulling for Blackpink to win this one. Right, we move on to International Song of the Year. Right, these are a lot of nominations that we need to get through. So, International Song of the Year, we've got Beyonce, Break My Soul, David Guetta and BB Rexa with I'm Good, bracket blue, bracket. We have Fireboy, DML, and Ed Sheeran with the song Peru. We have the cast of Encanto with We Don't Talk About Bruno. We have Gail with the song ABCDEFU. Jack Harlow, First Class. Lizzo, About Damn Time. Lost Frequencies and Callum Scott with Where Are You Now? One Republic with I Ain't Worried. And Taylor Swift with Anti Hero. That's a lot of nominations to get through. Let's start from the top and then with the bottom. Beyonce, Break My Soul.
Love it. Absolutely love this. Just the the entire Renaissance album. If you haven't, go listen to it.
Yes. First of all, I was very sad that the album got snubbed at the Grammys. It did get nominated, but it didn't get the win, and that's caused a
It
lot of
should have gotten the
controversy
win.
online. It should have gotten the win. Honestly, I would have had Harry third, if anything. I think Beyonce and Adele both produced better albums than Harry Styles. Anyway, we
Hmm.
move. Love, Break My Soul. In terms of promotion single, like lead single, I think it was the first single that got promoted from this album.
It did. Yes, it was.
Yes, such an incredible song to choose to promote your new album. Uh, Loved it. I'm good. Blue.
I so I didn't. I've never heard the song until like last month. So
Right.
and I was like, okay.
Uh,
I've heard better from BB Rexa.
I've heard better from BB Rex. I've heard better from David Guetta.
Yes.
It felt typical.
Yeah.
It just felt typical, and this is something that happens every time now. Everyone just samples previously made songs and turns it into a new song. It feels a bit. It feels fine most times. Here, it felt a bit lazy.
I kind of felt this the same way about it. So
Yeah. But it won an EMA. This song. So I wouldn't be too shocked if they won a bit with that song as well.
I wouldn't be shocked either.
But
It's
there's
not my
better
first
win.
pick. I'll say that.
There's better winners here. Fireboy DML Ed Sheeran with the song Peru. I can't remember how this went.
I don't think I know the song either.
Let me play a sample in my ears and then. Oh, it was the one that goes. no, hold on.
No.
Power, power. It sounds like a typical, not typical. It sounds like a. It takes from inspiration from like Burner Boy. It's,
Okay.
it sounds like a Burner Boy kind of song.
Okay.
Anyway, I could, but when I saw it got nominated, I didn't remember what it was, so I had to remind myself to what it was, and that's not good. Um,
Right.
uh, yeah, I don't see this winning, unfortunately. But keep grafting, Ed. Keep grafting, Fireboy DML. I'm sure you'll win. And Ed's already won shit. Moving on. Encanto.
Okay.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Now, I okay. I don't think it's gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Yes. I was surprised to see this nominated.
I also was
It's a
surprised to see this
rarity.
nominated.
It's a rarity to see a Disney motion soundtrack song get nominated for a Brit Award.
Yeah.
Like you're putting Encanto next to the likes of Lizzo and Beyonce, it just doesn't feel right.
It
um,
feels weird, but good for recognition.
Good. It's great for listen. In terms of Disney songs, it's definitely one of the best since Let It Go, at least. And what can I say except no, not even that holds up to this one. Yeah, if it wins, that would be funny, hilarious.
It would be camp.
If
It would be camp.
it would be camp. It would be camp if we're trying to take the Brits as seriously as they want it to be taken. Then I wouldn't snub other artists in this category. We don't talk about Bruno.
Right.
A B C D E F U.
This song has been gaining a lot of traction.
Yep, it's eating. We've come to this point in our lives where the TikTok generation influences a lot of, and this is, and it's been proven to be such a great TikTok song. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see this win either.
Gail has, I mean, in terms of, I think this is the first and only song I know that's produced by, been brought to our attention by Gail.
I think it's pronounced Guile.
Gail? Okay, I
I heard somewhere
apologize.
it was pronounced Guile, but I might be
If
wrong.
I've been pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize, Gail. She's not going to watch this anyway. But in terms of first song released by an artist, it's incredible.
It's great.
And I hope that her career takes off from here because it's only going to get better if it's staying at where if this is the mode we're at, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jack Harlow, First Class.
I don't think it's gonna win. It's not my pick to win either.
No,
but it's a decent song. I like it.
It's okay. Again, another one that samples another song. I've heard better from Jack. Listen, it's he did. We expected great things from him when we heard that collaboration with
Lil Nas
X. What was it?
Yeah, Industry Baby. But he already had kind of a decent career before that too. With
I wasn't familiar with him.
Oh, I was. Because of TikTok, he had a song called "What's Poppin'."
Okay.
And no, that song I really liked. Otherwise, I don't know the rest of his music other than the ones that are like really popping off, like Industry Baby, like First Class.
First Class. I mean, it was clever use of the sample, but it doesn't take me to places.
Like it's gained traction, but not as much and not as long as, say, ABCDEFU or even Encanto.
Exactly. But it's nice to see him nominated for a Brit. We move on. It's about damn time. uh, yeah,
I'm
Lizzo.
not at all surprised to see this here.
I mean, first of all, she won a Grammy for this last weekend.
Congrats, and well
You-
deserved too.
Well deserved Grammy for About Damn Time last weekend. Um, Listen, in terms of Lizzo's music, I didn't know if she could top whatever she was promoting last time around. I can't remember what that last
I'm
album was called.
I could not tell you what her last album was, but I believe it was Juice. If if not, then I'm going way too far back.
Anyway, whatever album she was circulating with, I didn't know she could top that, and she fucking has, and she's blown it out of the park.
Yeah, because there
About
was
Damn
about that
Time.
time, and then she also kind of had "Am I Ready" as well,
Am I
which
ready to be
also is a
loved?
really good song.
Yeah. There's also another one that she's been. Hold on. There's something else that's out there that I love, and I can't remember the name of it. Uh,
This is the part where we pause again.
sorry.
Okay, so she also had a song called
Special. Are you familiar with Special?
I am not familiar with Special, but I'm
You need
familiar
to
with
listen to Special.
Girls,
Girls, yeah.
which which went under a bit of controversy, but it kind of got fixed immediately afterwards.
Right. Let's talk about Where Are You Now by Lost Frequencies and Callum Scott.
I don't know this song. I've never heard it. I've never.
Let me listen to it again and he goes dum 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 like my favorite song dum 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 something like that. Anyway, it's a typical dance song. Callum Scott's done incredible for someone who started their career on Britain's Got Talent. Not many
Right.
people produce their careers from Britain's Got Talent. Apart from Diversity, Susan, even Susan Boyle, you don't hear of her anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, but like he's still holding up since, and I don't even think he made it to the final in the Britain's Got Talent. I think he got semi-final and got eliminated there. Anyway, incredible artist. Love this dance song. It always plays in GAY. Yeah.
Shout out to GAY.
Shout out to GAY.
Hopefully, I'll visit that.
You will.
Thank you. Okay, good.
One Republic. I ain't worried.
Okay, so he performed one of the songs, and it might have been this one, on The Voice US, the most recent season, and I actually really like it. Like I'm still a fan of their music. However, it's not to me. It's not gonna win.
It's not going to win. I hate this song with a burning passion, and it's probably because of how overplayed it got in the UK.
I
It's
didn't
the
realize
one that's
that.
like, I ain't worried about it right now. I ain't worried about it. Anyway,
No, wait. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yep. So this was what he
yeah,
performed on The Voice.
yeah. I think it was like soundtrack to Top Gun movie. Anyway, yeah, don't like this song. I loved One Republic at one point in time, but that was a long, long time ago.
Right.
I think Counting Stars when I fell out of love for them.
Oh.
We'll be counting
No,
stars. I hate
no,
it.
I know that song very well. I really love Love Runs Out. Actually, that was before this. That was Love Runs Out was the last I've heard of them.
The last song I actually loved from them was Stop and Stare. And that was a
And
long
that's a
time ago.
long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Hmm. Anyway.
uh, last but not least, we have Taylor Swift with Anti-Hero.
Anti-hero, whatever you want to say. Um,
I personally would not be surprised with this one. I
I
don't know
mean,
about
it's
you.
definitely I think it's a dark horse.
Yeah, actually, I'll say that too. I'll agree with that.
It's weird to put Taylor Swift in a dark horse um, box because she typically would not be a dark horse and would be a higher of a dark horse, whatever you'd call better than a dark horse.
Right.
Um, but no, yeah, I love this song. This is I don't really typically give Taylor Swift the time of the day, but we listened to this song
Did
and I
we?
loved it. We did. Yes, sir.
I don't remember how this goes.
Anyway, we'll play it again. We did listen to this,
I
and I
think,
loved it.
yeah. I mean, it's great to see Taylor Swift kind of gaining the traction like she always does. Um,
Hmm.
and good for her. Good for her career.
Fucking breaking Ticketmaster.
Oh
It
yeah, yeah. Breaking Ticketmaster for like the Midnight's tour. That was crazy.
was like
Um.
I think they call it the Eras tour because it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
a
You're
bit of
right.
everything. But anyway, yeah, Midnight's. I heard great things about this album.
I've heard a
Love
lot of good things
Anti-Hero,
about this album.
but
I personally just am not as much of a Swiftie, say per se.
no, me neither. And I think if we're looking at who's winning this award, I don't think I think Taylor's got to be coming out of the park to win this one rather than being a predicted winner for this, if
Right.
that makes sense. Anyway, let's get on with predictions for this one. Finally, um,
I
you
think.
first.
Oh, sorry. You can go first.
No, you can go first.
Um, I'm between two of them,
Okay.
and it's the two that I really want.
Yeah,
Um,
I want
I'm gonna
one name.
go. Okay, is this fan voted? Oh no, this is Academy. Okay, I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
Beyonce, Break My Soul. Okay, I'm going Lizzo.
Yeah.
About damn time.
If
Sweet.
if I had picked Lizzo, would you have said Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, moving on. Next award, International Artist of the Year. So a few people that are staying on from that last category. We have for International Artist of the Year, we have Beyonce, Burna Boy, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, and Taylor Swift.
I'm really happy to
Who?
see Kendrick Lamar get this like recognition.
Yes. I'm also happy to. Kendrick Lamar has won a Brit Award previously. In 2018, he won the International Male Artist Award, which was when
Oh yeah.
before they merged the genders into like a to to
Yeah.
equate for um, everyone that fall under any umbrella in terms of gender, whether it's male, female, non-binary, gender fluid.
All the neo genders, if you will.
Yes. Anyway, I don't think Kendrick's got much of a fight in this one.
I don't think so either. But if it
I'm
did
ha-
win, I would be happy.
I would be very happy. Listen, Kendrick won when he was promoting Damn, the album Damn.
No, that's a great
Um,
album.
Great album. Love his new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Loved seeing him in the concert live. Absolutely incredible, mesmerizing. So much theater in his performances.
Yep.
So much like yeah, choreography, artistry, incredible. In terms of the Burna Boy,
Not,
not too
I
familiar
don't.
with what he's
I'm
released.
not too familiar with Burna Boy either.
I know about his music. I just can't name anything that he's actually put out.
Right. So
Um,
wait, before we get to Beyonce, Lizzo, and Taylor Swift, is this fan
yeah,
voted or also Academy?
this is Academy. So we've moved on from all the fan voted. The fan voted
Oh,
awards are
okay.
the genre based awards.
Okay, gotcha.
This is Academy. Taylor, Lizzo, Beyonce.
Hmm. I feel like it's gonna be between Lizzo and Taylor.
Do we not think that Beyonce's got much of a fight in this one?
I wanted to be Beyonce so badly. I wanted like those are. It's definitely between them three. I don't know if
I
Beyonce.
here's my thing. I don't know if the Academy is going to give an artist both the awards, if that makes sense. Like whoever they've got
That's
down for
fair.
international song, I don't think they'll give the same person this international artist. I don't know.
Right, but it's not like
At
they
least I'd
can.
like to think.
Yeah, but I don't know if they can like switch it up last minute. Let's say
No, I doubt it. I think
exactly.
everything's locked in
So
at this point.
there still is a possibility that it can be like, oh, both awards. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Um, let's predict.
I'm gonna predict. Sorry. Oh,
I was waiting for you.
oh, sorry. Okay. I'm gonna predict Lizzo.
Okay. I think it could be Taylor. Right, I'm gonna go heart over mind. I'm gonna say Kendrick. It's Kendrick Lamar. Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
Right. Best new artist. I always love this award. Goes to an artist that's broken through in the last year. Um, the nominees for the Best New Artist award this year are Kojay Radical, Mimi Webb, Rina Sawayama, Sam Ryder, and Wet Leg. Not too familiar with Kojay Radical.
I don't know of Kojay Radical either.
Not too familiar with Mimi Webb.
Not too familiar of Mimi Webb either.
Rina Sawayama. Love Rina.
I'm a huge fan of Rina Sawayama.
Huge fan of Rina. They've just released an album. I think they. And when did they release that album? It was. Was it 2022 or 2023? Bear with me. They released "Hold the Girl" last year, 2022. Yes, so
Okay.
that comes with songs such as "This Hell." This hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good song. That was a good song.
Yeah. Yeah, I love seeing Rina nominated for this award. She's owed a Brit Award. Sure, I say that a lot, but I would be happy to see Rina win a
I would
Brit
be. I would
eventually.
also be really happy to
We
see Rina get an award.
Yes, we both are familiar with Sam, obviously through the Eurovision. Also, they released the album.
There's nothing but Spaceman.
There's Nothing But Spaceman, the album. A lot of banging songs.
A lot of good songs
Album.
in this album. And I saw that, yeah, and a couple of the songs actually on that album he had released before, like on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew after like he did Eurovision, I ended up like listening to like all his discography like immediately before he released the album.
Yeah. And then Wet Leg. Yeah.
This is sounding so shady right now.
No, listen, I just
Well, like
I don't
it's
see the
it's not my
appeal.
personal
Like,
cup of tea. I'll say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm mesmerized that they won fucking Grammys, but all power to them. Well done. let's predict. Who are you going for,
Sam
Sam?
Ryder.
I'm just going to be honest with myself. There's a chance and a possibility that Wet Leg are winning this, so I'm going to say Wet Leg.
Right.
If I'm going by heart, I'd say Rena or Sam. If I'm going to use if I'm going to be honest and realistic, Wet Leg. Yeah.
Sure.
Let's move on. Group of the Year. This is another Academy voted award. The 1975 Arctic Monkeys. Who the fuck are they? Hold on.
So 1975, Arctic Monkeys, Bad Boy Chilla Crew, Nova Twins, and Wet Leg.
Yeah.
Wet
Bad
Leg.
Boy Killer Crew. Wet Leg. Again, 1975 amazing album that they've released, being funny in a foreign language. Arctic Monkeys, they released an album, can't remember the name of it. Bad Boy Chiller Crew, their hip hop, rap, R&B, not R&B, hip hop, rap, grime, that kind of
Oh.
area of music.
Okay.
Nova Twins, love Nova Twins. Wet Leg, they're there as well. Group
No.
of the Year, what are we thinking?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with Arctic Monkeys again.
Okay. I would love to see Nova Twins win something actually, and I think
They actually very much intrigue me. I don't remember what their music sounded like, but just from this picture and like seeing their aesthetic, it's very intriguing to me.
it sounds their music is very grime, is very Ash Nico, very
Ooh.
that like that Playhouse kind of thing.
No, I like that. I mean, I'm a fan of Ash Nico, so
Um, I don't want to give like another award. I've already predicted them for something, and that's enough. I'm going to say I would be happy if the 1925 won. I'm going to go with Nova Twins.
sure.
All right. Slide 12. Here we go. Song of the Year. All right. Another long list of nominees. Well, 10. All right. So we've got H and Ashanti with the song Baby. We've got Cat Burns with the song Go. Dave with the song Starlight. Ed Sheeran and Elton John with the song Merry Christmas. Eliza Rose and Interplanetary Criminal with the song BOTA, which stands for Baddest of Them All. George Ezra with Green Green Grass. Harry Styles with As It Was. Lewis Capaldi with Forget Me. Ella System with Afraid to Feel. And Sam Smith and Kim Petras with Unholy. Oh God, almost yanked my microphone out. Let's go through it then. Baby, H and Ashanti, definitely 100% my favorite ever H song.
I
So
don't
connected.
remember how this. Oh wait,
Oh baby, I
yes.
just wanna love you, baby. You, baby.
No, I don't. Wait, no, we already talked about this. No, I
We have
do.
already talked about it, yes, and I forgot that it was actually nominated for this award. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Go by Cat Burns, not to. I remember we only played it the one time, so I need to listen to it again. Starlight by Dave. What I think this is the only Dave release we got in the last year was Starlight. I played it to you a couple times, but I think you might have. Do you remember it?
I don't think I remember.
We need to play it again then. But yes, love that song. Merry Christmas, Ed Sheeran and Elton John. What is it about the Song of the Year categories this year that have this one odd nomination? Like the international song had
Encanto.
We Don't Talk About Bruno. This one has a fucking Christmas song. Sure.
Sure.
because we can never have enough Ed Sheeran nominations. Eliza Rose and
It could be like a thing of
Interplanetary
like, oh,
Criminal.
you know what? Let's give Elton John some recognition because,
I'm always there for Elton John
and I'm always
recognition,
there for Elton John too.
just not this one. Eliza Rose and Interplanetary Criminal, baddest of them all. The baddest of them all. I can't remember the rest of it, but it's a dance track. I remember that much. And Eliza Rose is nominated for Best Dance Act, so that makes sense.
Sure.
Green Grass.
I like it. I know you don't like George Ezra, so
I'm not familiar. I'm not too much of a fan of George Ezra, but this is one of those songs that I actually do enjoy. As well as what else was it? It was
Shotgun that you also enjoy.
Shotgun. I do love Shotgun. I didn't love Budapest, and I think when that first song Budapest came out, and I hated it, that set me up to be like, okay, I'm not going to enjoy this person a lot. But I've been pleasantly surprised since. As it was.
This is probably gonna win.
Yep.
It's not my first choice. But
to be honest, it probably is my first choice if I'm honest with myself.
Okay, if I'm honest with myself, yes, but my heart wants to. In my heart, it's not my first choice.
Okay, I mean, there was a song here that did win a Grammy on the weekend. We'll get to that. Forget Me, Lewis Capaldi. Love Lewis. Love Lewis's music. Forget Me, great song. Definitely deserve another accolade. It's just
this is the one he performed on Big Show, correct?
Yes. I'm not ready. Forget Me.
Oh yeah. No, it's solid.
Yeah. Love it. What's this second to last one again?
I love System with Afraid to Feel. I cannot tell you how it goes.
It's definitely one of those dance songs that always get played in British clubs.
That's probably why I couldn't tell you how it goes.
We'll have to play it again. And then Unholy.
I mean, I love it. I'm a huge fan of Unholy, so
yeah. And then Unholy's won the Grammy Award.
They did.
Sam Smith
they did.
Yeah.
And I believe it was also the first. It was a shocker, but I'm also very happy. It's the first time we ever get to see a trans person win a Grammy.
Yeah.
And
I'm happy.
And I would love to see that on the Brits as well.
I'd be happy to see Kim win a Brit Award. I probably prefer Kim to win a Brit Award on her own accord, like through her own artistry, rather than Song of the Year, like Artist of the Year. Kim Petras would love that eventually. I'm manifesting that would happen eventually. Predictions. I'm going Harry.
Okay, I mean, okay, I'm gonna go with my heart and be different this time. Be the different one this time.
Sure.
And go with Unholy.
All right. Okay. Let's go on to our next award. Artist of the Year. Nominations are Central C, Fred Again, George Ezra, Harry Styles, Stormzy. This is the one that caused controversy because literally men.
Yep.
Just men. Like, where are the women? Where are the...
That's actually really crazy.
Yes. And someone tried defending this online by saying none of British women that could possibly be nominated for this award didn't break top 40 or whatever. But even with that, it's beyond me that we don't have at least Charlie nominated for this award, who released Crash last year.
Or even like Becky Hill kind of thing, you know?
Becky Hill, sure, maybe.
Or even like Dua Lipa.
Yeah, but
Uh,
like she only released one song last year,
oh,
and it didn't really
okay,
do
fair.
much.
I
But
don't know, but
anyway,
it would be nice to see, like, you know, other than men representation.
yes. So Brits, get on that ship and do better next time. That being said, we've already talked about all 5 of these artists to some
We
degree.
have
Who do we think's taking the win on this one?
I truly think it's Harry Styles.
Same.
Yep.
Sweet.
But in my heart, I want it to be either George or Stormzy.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be Harry.
Yep.
Great. All right, we come to our final award, the MasterCard Album of the Year award. This is the biggest award of the Brit Awards every year. Previous winners are the 1975, Stormzy, other people. Adele won it last year for 30, I believe. Yeah,
Oh, that makes me really happy.
yeah. Adele won it last year for the album 30.
She
Album
should.
MasterCard album of the year. Let's go through. So we had last year was 30. The previous year, which was 2021.
Yes.
Let me pull up recipients. There we go. Okay, so we had 30. We had 2021. We had Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa.
There we go.
2020, the winner was Psychodrama by Dave.
Okay.
2019, the 1975 for a brief inquiry into online relationships. 2018 was Stormzy with Gang Signs and Prayer. 2017 was Black Star by David Bowie, which was like his
Post posthumous.
posthumous album. Yes.
Wow.
Anyway, we could talk about previous winners forever, but let's talk about the nominees for this award. We have the 1975 for the album Being Funny in a Foreign Language. We have
Fred again with Actual Life 3.
Actual Life 3. Thank you.
We have Harry Styles with Harry's House.
Yes.
We got Stormzy with This Is What I Mean.
Yep.
And we got Wet Leg
Wet Leg
with
for Wet Leg.
Wet Leg.
Yes.
Self-titled album.
Self-titled album. We've talked about every one of these. And Harry's House did win the award in the Grammys.
They did
the
win
album of
at the
year.
Grammys, and I could definitely see it winning in the Brits.
I would like to think it wouldn't happen again. I would like to think that it wouldn't
I
happen
would
again.
like to, yeah, because really in my heart, I want it to be Stormzy.
I'm going to be honest, my prediction is not Harry here.
Who is it?
I'm predicting, and for a second, for a brief moment, I thought it could have been the 1975. But if we're talking about the biggest award of the night, and considering who I know is performing, I'm predicting that the winner of the Album of the Year award is going to be Stormzy for This Is What I Mean.
And I would very much love it for it to be Stormzy. At least for my own taste, for my own musical taste, because also I really love this album.
The thing is, Stormzy hasn't had an American breakthrough, so they haven't had a chance to be nominated for Grammy.
He really hasn't, and that kind of surprises me.
I think he's owed an American breakthrough.
For sure.
But
like, we know of him, of Stormzy in Canada.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's actually really surprising.
Who are you predicting?
I'm gonna go with my heart and go with Stormzy as well.
Sweet.
I feel like it's only right that we agree for album.
Yes, but I would love it to be 1975 as well.
Of course.
Get that in there. All right. before we close out the show, let's talk about the performances and the performers that are going to be performing and whatnot. So we have possibly Flo, as well
I
as,
sure hope they do.
I hope they do. We also have Kat Burns performing. That'll be nice to get a better taste of her music live.
Sure.
Um, and I'm sure I'll be hooked on Cat Burns after tomorrow night. We also have David Guetta, Becky Hill, and Ella Henderson all performing together. Um, so that's interesting. I haven't heard of Ella in a while.
I only know one song by Ella, and it's the one song everyone knows.
Ghost.
Yes.
Yeah. Love David Guetta. Not much of a fan of I'm Good Blue, but they're not unless they're only performing because BB can't make it.
That is likely.
Yeah, we'll see.
Um,
Harry Styles is performing. He performed at the Grammys. Fun fact about the Grammys: I don't know if you saw Harry's Grammys performance, but they were on like a turntable, like a turnstile
I did
thing.
not.
Well, they performed on a turntable thing, and they rehearsed it to be going one direction, but the turntable went the opposite direction during the live performance, so they had to re-choreograph everything so they go the other way. Impressive. Well done, everyone involved in that performance. I would like him to perform something different because I believed he performed As It Was at the Grammys, and it would be nice to get something different off that album.
Like a late night talking kind of thing?
Late night talking. My favorite is Daylight. Daylight. Lewis Capaldi is performing. Almost definitely going to be performing Forget Me.
Yeah.
Lizzo's performing.
Lizzo is probably gonna either do About Damn Time or To Be Loved.
Or mash up both. Give us both. Why not?
Give us both. You know what? Give us both.
Sam Smith and Kim Petras, it's obvious what they're performing.
Yep.
Unholy. Stormzy, give us the whole album, please. Because last time Stormzy was on the Brit stage, he performed pretty much its entire album. So if it's anything like that, I'd be absolutely. I think Stormzy's going to be putting on the one performance that everyone's going to be talking about after tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
And Wet Leg's performing as well.
What leg?
Wet Leg. I'm making it so.
Just to clarify,
clear that I'm not.
We're not saying we're not wishing any malice upon Wet Leg.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I think it's going to take a while for them to grow on me. That's all.
Myself as well. It's more so our own personal tastes.
Yes. You know what I'm excited for? I want to see the stage. That's the one thing I get the most excited for, seeing how the stage looks.
Right.
Because it changes every year. Like the Grammys, they have the same staging for every year. It's so the Brits, they change it the fuck up. Like you never know what to expect. Like last year it was like these like electric pylons, and then thingy. The year before we had. What was the year before? The year before was. Oh, the year before 2021 was like the lockdown one.
Yeah.
So
and that's okay.
And it was like the colors and like the floor looked bare, but they had the little awards stage and then the main stage and whatever the fuck. And then 2020 awards was the one that Stormzy performed on, and Dave performed Black on that stage, and it was like balconies and stuff. Anyway, can't wait for the Brits. We're going to be watching, and we won't really. I don't see the point in us doing a reaction video, so we won't do that. But
Lewis will definitely be watching though.
I'll be watching, and I'll be making sure
Oh.
you watch it at some point as well, if not tomorrow night.
Right.
Anyway, thank you for being here, Sam. We should have
Thank
put up
you.
like a scroller thing.
Oh,
We didn't do
ooh,
that.
we did not do that. I don't know if I might be able to
It's my
find it.
first time doing this, so
There we go. Oh wait,
well,
no, you're not
I'm
that.
not gym leader Logan, so you can fix
Well,
that.
okay. Well, you should have been there for the previous Eurovision video then. Huh. Anyways, we don't have the
No,
ticker going on, but if you want to follow Lewis, you can follow him at X Lewis Thorpe X. On that's on Twitter, and then you can follow myself, shown on this ticker. It is slowly making its
we're
way.
just promoting Logan.
I mean,
And you can follow Logan as well. Why not?
follow Logan as well. Why not follow the cup at the cup underscore reality on Twitter as well. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you are the first to get our notifications. And with
Sweet.
that, if I can find it, if I can find it, if I can find it. Goodbye. Goodbye.
In a minute, I'm gonna need
You
a
know, sentimental
sentimental
middle woman to
moment
pump
to
me
put
up.
me up
Feeling fuzzy, walking him up, but let's hear me.
as it was,
Okay.
as it was.
Okay, bye.
Um,